Hey, this is Kim with StoryTime Soap Shop. We're getting ready to make one of our best sellers, and that is our Spellbound soap, which we use the duplication of the Victoria's Secret fragrance of Love Spell. Now I have our oils at room temperature and our lye water at room temperature. So let's get going. Okay, I've got that good and emulsified, and then I'm going to dump in my fragrance oil here. I've worked with this fragrance oil in the past, and it has never accelerated, but you just don't know, so I'm going to give it a quick stir, and then another quick stick blend. And I'm going to pour this off into my buckets. I have some pink and purple already mixed with a little bit of the oil. And we're going to scrape off the bottom here so that none of the mica is stuck. And I need a better spatula. I make a lot of dirty dishes, but I'm the one that washes them, so it's okay. There we go. Jordan doesn't like doing dishes. She didn't as a kid, and she doesn't now as an adult. She will do them if I ask her to, but... This is Hollywood Pink, and this is a mixture of Purple Vibrance Mica and some neon pigment. So, get that mixed in. We'll hit it with the stick blender in just a minute because I'm going to add some titanium dioxide to what's left. And actually, I'd like to add a little bit more soap into the mix here, because I want white to almost be an accent color. And what did I do with it? Here we go. Now I've got some titanium dioxide mixed with some warm distilled water in the cup. I'll pour that in there. I'm just going to give this, I'll scrape my edges down here. I'm just going to give this a quick stick blend because titanium dioxide, as I've said in prior videos, it will accelerate your batter a little bit, or just thicken it up. So, I'll move a little fast here.
Ready.
Alright, we're getting ready to pour. I have put the white in a bucket so that it's easier to pour rather than in the big pot. So we're going to go in with the pink, and my handle just cracked, so that's fantastic. I'm going to go in with some of the pink in both molds. And then a little bit of the white. And then the purple. And the nice thing about this fragrance oil is that it keeps your batter nice and runny for a while, gives you more time to work with it. It also makes the drop swirl method, which is what I'm doing here, work on its own, so you don't have to go through there with a chopstick and blend in your colors. It just happens naturally. And the purple again. I know this is exciting as watching paint dry, but here we are.
I actually like it. I like watching it swirl.
Yeah, I'm just scrape up my container here. Get all that purple in because I'm not going to be doing a zigzag design on the top because we are going to have piping on this one. Now, Jordan and I spent some time making our embeds up ahead of time, so those are all set to go. We'll show you those after we get our piping together. And rest of the white here. Try to make it as evenly as possible. Now I have cut my original recipe down by 20 ounces because I wanted this to be a little bit shorter to make room for the piping so the bars weren't so expensive. Because sometimes with these high tops you can get up to an 8-ounce bar with the 1-inch thick bar. And yeah, an 8-ounce bar is pretty expensive for people, so we'll see. This I think this will be about a 6.5 ounce bar. Alright, so there we go. Now we're going to go mix up our piping and get that going so it can set up because it does take a while. And let's go. Okay, and to my oils here, which are again at room temperature, I've already added my hot pink mica. So I'm going to add my lye water in here. And we'll give it a blend. Now with my piping, you'll notice with the regular bar soap, I only stick blend it to emulsification. With my piping, because I do need it to be thicker so I can actually pipe, I do tend to stick blend at a higher rate of speed and for a little bit longer. And because I want this to be a slightly different color, I got a little bit of my titanium dioxide. Is it on camera? Yep. See, it's just a tiny bit, and I'm going to add that in there. And all that's going to do is lighten that up a little bit, just a smidge. Make sure it's all nice and incorporated. And let's see, that's good and emulsified. I've got trace. I've got a nice trace actually. So we are going to pause this for a few minutes. We got to come back and give this quick stir every few minutes to make sure it doesn't get too thick. And we'll get our piping bag ready in the meantime. Yeah. Okay, and now what we're going to do, now that we've got it all piped up, this will be nice for the customers who wanted some love spell but didn't want that huge tall bar. Piping here is a little bit shorter. I'm going to do a mica drizzle just to make some of them colors pop and carry the color from the bottom up through the top. Well, this is just a little bit of mica mixed with olive oil. And olive oil is already in the soap, so it will soak in. You're not going to have a bunch of oil sitting on top of your soap. And just help give it a nice pop of color on the top. And again, carry some of those colors from the bottom up through the top, and it'll sink in between some of the piping, and it just looks nice. Alright, of course, Jordan's favorite part, some glitter. She's rolling her eyes at me because she hates glitter, but you know. And then our embeds. And there you go. We'll come back when it's time to cut the soap tomorrow or the day after. Okay, it's the next day and the loaf is a little soft, but we're going to go ahead and get going here. Thank you. My lovely assistant Jordan handed me a paper towel because I forgot. And that's the inside of the bar. First bar. We'll go ahead and give it another cut here. And there is the inside swirl design. We got one with the heart and one with the lips, so you'll get your choice there. There you go. And we will post. These should be ready around November 10th or 11th. So we will post and let you know when these are ready for sale.